Hello everyone, welcome to a new video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Another day, another walk, you know it. And while I am putting on my mittens for today's walk, a very cold walk, because suddenly the winter is back. It is walk 301 and today we are in Vasastan. To be exactly, we are on the corner between Sveavägen and Norrtullsgatan, sorry. And yes, we're gonna have a little walk again today, as usual. But yes, as I said, it got a bit chilly. Winter is back. Yesterday it already started to snow a little bit. And yeah, they're expecting way more, so it looks like we're gonna get a white Christmas. Technically speaking, I am slightly cheating today on today's walk because this is walk 301, but because I have a live stream later on today for walk 300, I already recorded 301 before 300. So if there's more snow coming later and you're wondering where's all the snow, yeah, so I do it in the opposite order. But in Sollentuna it has snowed quite a bit, so where I live there's a bit of white on the ground, but in the city it's always a bit less, so yeah, that's why. Oh, I love this big building here. Actually, this whole area in Vasastan is full with beautiful architecture. Oh, the deers. We've seen them in many of my other videos. The artist, I think his name is Klisterpetter. He adds those artworks everywhere in the city. On Södermalm, Kungsholmen, and also here in Vasastan, Norrmalm. The whole city center is full of it, and he's been doing that for years, so it's really nice. And he never does it on the actual building, so he doesn't destroy things. It's always when they put on, I don't know what's it called in English, but like building materials, wood and things like that, so he doesn't actually destroy things or damages buildings. Oh, they're selling Christmas trees over there. Maybe I should just quickly cross the street here. You can see the whole city is getting ready for Christmas. Actually, let's spontaneously go a little bit this way. I usually never go here, so... Oh, they still have a lot of big Christmas trees left. I don't know about you, but this does not fit in my living room. This is like 8 foot or 9 foot tall. Almost 3 meters, I would say. So here you have those typical recycling stations that you see everywhere. But this is glass, metal, plastic, paper, and a special one for newspapers. It is windy and cold today. Ugh. Not too comfortable to walk around. It's going to be fun. Later on I'm going to the Christmas market and the live stream. I hope everything goes well technically, so I don't you know, so it's not buffering and things like that. I have like my 4G signal everywhere. Well, let's hope nothing goes wrong. Because when you walk to Gamla stan you have a few bridges And usually when you go over bridges onto water, the signal is a bit less, so it slightly worries me, but it should be fine. All right, where are we? Hagagatan. Oh, nice. Oh, Christmas tree in the window there. In the suburbs it was really slippery this morning, but now it's actually fine. It's always like about 1 degree warmer downtown than it is where I live. I guess also less car, less pollution. So yeah, less people, less buildings. So it gets slightly colder. Restaurant Little Prague. Oh cool, never been there before. Yeah, there we have that church that we've seen in one of my other videos. Can't remember the name, forgot, sorry. That's what happens when it gets cold, it becomes a little harder to think. Yes, so now we're on Sveavägen. That was the road I was looking for actually. So let's walk straight ahead into the direction of Rådmansgatan and Hötorget. Back to the city. Oh, some nice cats. Again, there's good light today. It's very sunny. Oh, this is a funny name. This place is called Sandwich, aka sandwich. It's like a word joke on the name sandwich. What do they have? Ah, I think it's Persian food from Iran. So I think they're making sandwiches, but on the sandwiches are like Iranian dishes. It's quite a nice idea actually. Like sometimes you guys ask me if I can go into stores and like order things and have coffees, and I sometimes try, but it's a little, I don't know, but it feels a little difficult sometimes. Especially when it's like a small store. It feels like I first should go in, ask if it's okay if I do it, and then go back in. But yeah, if I do that, it kind of ruins the experience. So. And also if they say no, then it gets a bit weird. So now we're going to the crossing here of Odengatan Sveavägen, which is really like a main point here, central hub here in the city. And in front of me I see Flameburger. I've never been there before. Oh, I've got to try out this one. There used to be something else, but I can't remember what this was. Flameburger. So here on the corner we have the Hard Rock Cafe. I guess every capital of the world almost has a Hard Rock Cafe. So here you can see on the sign Syntheticsplan and Odenplan to the right. And there we have the city library. Stockholm City Library is very, very nice. I've tried to go in a few times. With one time I got stopped by some guy. And once it was closed for, I don't know, because they were building something, but I will go in there another time and try again. You can see a nice round building. It's really cool because when you go inside it looks round like that on the inside as well, with the books on all sides. Is really nice. So we're still walking on Sveavägen, and here on the right we have, I think it's called Observatory London, and up there you have the wonderful views over the whole city. I did a separate walk on this hill up there when I walked all around and on top of it. That was really cool. Because I've walked down here many times and I never realized how good the view was actually up there. I can really recommend that video because you can almost look for like, I want to say flera kilometer, flera, that's a Swedish word, several kilometers, that's the English word, yes. And you can see all the different churches downtown here, so yeah, really recommend that walk. In the summer it's full with water, this place. It's like a nice area to sit down here and have a coffee or something. There's a little artwork here, let's have a look. Says youth. Nice. Someone made a little scarf. So here we have arrived at Rådmansgatan subway station. So we kind of walked from Odenplan area to Rådmansgatan. Let's walk a little bit straight ahead. Oh yeah, actually the other day someone was asking me how it is with elevators. Yes, every metro and train station in Stockholm is accessible by wheelchair. So there's always an elevator, usually two, but there's a but. Sometimes they break. But yeah, that's hard to predict, of course, but sometimes there are some technical difficulties, and there's also sometimes other things when people, I don't know, like sometimes people piss in them and things like that. So yeah, but they are always there, at least. Especially the newer stations, they really have good elevators. My first live stream was actually around this street, somewhere on that side, I think. Because today I'm gonna do my third live stream. I did one in this area, then I did one around Östermalm, starting at the bridge going to Djurgården, and then I walked back around towards Östermalm, Karlaplan, that area. So that was the second one, and today I'm going to do the video to Gamla Stan and the Christmas market. So yes, really excited about it. Feels a bit weird that I'm doing this in the opposite direction, but yeah, that's just the way it is today. Many bars and restaurants in this area.
This is Mama.
It's a very good area to go for an after work, because there's also a lot of companies, and like at around 5, 6, 7 p.m. it's a very good atmosphere here. There's not so much like party, late night party going on here, but yeah, the after work is very good. So this is both the street, Rådmansgatan, and the entrance to the subway, Rådmansgatan. So they have the same name, not to be confused. So if you meet someone at Rådmansgatan, ask them if it's the street Rådmansgatan or the train station, because the name is identical. Because gatan in Swedish means the street. Because in the Swedish language, when you're talking about something, so for example, house is hus, but the house is huset. I mean, you can also say a house, which is ett hus, but if you're talking about that house over there, then the letters come after the actual word. So it's a little bit confusing if you first learn Swedish. Because if in English you don't have that, you say the letters before and not after. I don't know if this made any sense what I just said, but so yeah, the house over there in English, in Swedish would be huset där borta. So house the over there instead of the house over there. I think that's a good way of explaining it. But yeah, when you first learn Swedish, you get really confused with this, because your brain wants to do exactly the opposite. They want to put the word before and not after. But it's not a hard language to learn. I'm not even that good with languages normally. But it's also because I'm Dutch and I grew up with the Dutch language and I speak good English. Learning Swedish was relatively easy for me. But I think it's really doable for every, at least, person that speaks any other European language, such as German, French, Italian, Spanish. All those kind of languages, it's very doable to learn Swedish. It's much harder for people from Thailand or Vietnam or China, Middle East, if you speak Arabic, those kind of languages that have no connection whatsoever with Swedish. It's much harder. Both in the way how to pronounce the words and also the grammar and things like that. So here we have Adolf Fredrik Kyrka. I'm not going to say too much about it because it's already been in like 4 of my videos. Oh, speaking of the church bells are ringing now. Probably because it's maybe 11 o'clock, not sure what time it is. Something like that anyway. Or maybe 10:30. It's too cold to look on my phone right now. And the mittens are nice and comfortable, so I don't want to take them off. So we're gonna walk to the corner of this street here. It is the corner of Sveavägen and Kungsgatan. That's where we're gonna end this video, at the concert hall over there. And then it's definitely time for a coffee to warm up and get ready for the live stream. It's gonna be good. Oh, we have a Mandarin City Chinese restaurant. Oh, I love how the light reflects on that building over there. That looks cool. So now we have arrived at Hötorget metro station, and actually it's the same thing here as I said about Rådmansgatan. Hötorget, the square over there, has exactly the same name as the subway station. So again, if you meet someone, make sure you pick the right one. Because I've actually had this before where my friend said, let's meet at Hötorget. And I was at the square, but he meant the metro. So for 20 minutes we were both waiting on our own Hötorget, but it was the wrong one. And of course I was right. He wasn't. No, I'm joking. I can't remember. Because waiting for a friend when it's -10 is not that funny. In the summer it's fine. Alrighty, a nice walk 301 here in downtown Stockholm. I think this is it for today. Thank you for watching, folks, and see you tomorrow.